I would definitely tell them that they should go ahead and just do it. I mean, it's a big investment for yourself in the long run
Mhm.
to just learn proper nutrition, what to eat, and then especially like, if you think you're just a regular gym goer, it still doesn't hurt to get in there and learn something new.
How
All
you
right,
doing, brother?
good. You?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Really quick, just for everybody, man. Just introduce yourself. What's your name, where you're from, how old are you, and just a little bit about yourself, man.
Okay, my name's Manny. Originally from San Diego, moved out here to Kansas. Weather's very different. 44 years old,
Absolutely, man. So, how many pounds have you lost so far?
32.
Absolutely crazy. So, I want to ask you, where were you in your fitness journey before the coaching program? Like, how were your energy levels, your body, your mindset, discipline, like the whole nine yards? Let's kind of talk about how that would look like before.
I was a regular gym goer. Being that I'm a FedEx driver, my energy levels were always just kind of like it was like a roller coaster, like up and down, depending on how my workday went. And then after work, I'd be like, "Oh, dude, I'm just too exhausted. I don't even want to hit the gym."
Hmm.
But my mindset was there. I wanted to hit the gym, but I was just too beat. I mean, I would always have like certain workouts I would like to do. It would be just a little bit of lifting, really not structured the way the program has you do.
Hmm.
Um, I just was kind of going there like, yeah, I'm gonna do some arms, I'm gonna do some biceps and maybe a little bit of triceps, kind of forgetting about shoulders or even forearms, or rarely worked on back. And then I would want to go do cardio, which would be just like either walking on a treadmill or hitting the heavy bag. And it wasn't structured at all. It was just kind of I liked going in to work out, but it just wasn't structured. And there'd be days where like, okay, I want to switch it up from lifting. I'm gonna do some hit workouts.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And th this is one thing I always say as well, right? So many times you see so many people in the gym, right? That's been working out for years even, and
Hmm.
consistent with the gym. So consistency is not the problem, right? So a lot of people they like going to the gym, right? Especially if you're an experienced gym goer. But the thing is, they still look the same, and that's because
Yeah,
they're consistent with the wrong blueprint. And I feel like that was pretty much like a big problem, right? And so for
yeah.
you, man, what do you feel like was your biggest challenge there before joining the Aesthetic Dream Brother?
I think the biggest challenge was just really trying to find what I was doing wrong. There was a period of time where I had went on one of those vegan diets because everyone was talking about it. It was super
Mhm.
healthy. And yeah, I lost weight, but I had no muscle definition like I'm getting now.
Mhm.
Um, I pretty much became what you guys call skinny fat. And I was just like, dude, I'm not putting on any muscle. Like, what's going on?
Mhm.
And I mean, with the blueprint of the program, you started to eat what you're supposed to eat, intake your carbs, intake your fats, intake your protein. And then, I mean, further down the program, I started to see the fat just shed away.
Mhm.
Then I started to see some muscle definition. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what it was. It was
Mhm.
the nutrition the whole time,
Mhm.
along with a structured workout plan.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one thing I always say, right, is it's with a structured workout plan. It was custom to you, right? It's not
Yeah.
like it was not custom to everybody else, right? It was literally just custom to you for Manny, for your body, right? And I think that's
Hmm.
the most important thing. A lot of people they try to like, see what this influencer is doing or what this guy's doing, and they try to copy it, and they wonder why they're not making progress. But
Yep.
realistically, you and me, we have different nutrition plans.
Right.
You and me, Manny, we have completely different training plans. The next question would be like, kind of made you take that leap of like, okay, let me join, let me get help. Like, I feel like I actually need this. Let's give this a shot. What made you take that leap? Because I'm sure there was some doubts in the back of your head before even joining.
Yeah. So the what made me decide to make that leap and join the Aesthetic Dream was, I mean, obviously I was always going to the gym. Yeah, I would see guys that were in the gym that were obviously in there to compete. I would, pick their brain and everything. They would tell me nutrition, but it was like at the end of the day, they kind of didn't want to like help you. So it's like, okay. Um, so I knew I was doing something wrong because I would see these guys working out. I would see them with their meal preps, and I mean, once I saw your Instagram post about getting that blueprint, I was like, shoot, let me just like message him. Let me see what it's all about. And I mean, when she reached out and you told me there was an actual blueprint for your nutrition, your workout, and just a whole game plan.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, this is sounding interesting, completely different than what I was doing or what I saw other people doing.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
that's what really, made me just want to try something new because what I was doing currently just wasn't working.
A lot of people they try to do these things where it's like, oh, here's like a one plan fits for all, where it's like one program that they pretty much sell to everybody, right? But
Yeah,
that's not how it works, right? That's why
right.
I say coaching is so important because again, even though I have done this multiple times, for hundreds and different people, I also still do have a coach, right?
Yeah.
Because realistically, everyone kind of needs that, right? Dropping that ego, asking for help, and making that leap, right? What have you achieved now, man? And how do you feel now, brother?
I feel great. I mean, since starting the program, I mean, first week right off the bat, I noticed my energy levels went up. After a hard work day, I was like, dude, I still got energy to burn. Like, cool. Here's the blueprint to go work out. I would go in and like I would just knock out the workouts, and it just kind of remained consistent. Like I was having the energy, having the energy. But then even when my coach Carson when he started to dial down the macros, I mean cutting really a lot of carbs, I started to get the fatigue kicking in. But I was still like going in and knocking out the workouts. Like I still had the energy to go. I wasn't just like, oh, dude, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not gonna go in. I still went in.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So physical changes wise, like what have you seen? Like, the weight loss, we could talk about that and also like, with how you're looking.
I've seen the stomach go down drastically. I've noticed my legs, like around the thigh area, started to really like a lot of the fat around the thighs
Hmm.
just kind of melt away. I'm starting to see just a little bit of muscle definition in the thighs. I started to see the arms, biceps, triceps, even my shoulders are coming in.
Hmm.
Specifically around the stomach area, which is a really tough spot for guys my age.
Yep.
It really started just melt away, and you started to see some kind of definition, and you could tell like there was abs underneath there. Like
Mhm.
as long as I keep going, the abs are gonna start showing.
Exactly. This is crazy, right? Because this is what I really want to kind of get to, and what I feel like will inspire a lot of people. So, for you now, what's the next goal for you coming into this year? Like, physique wise, how you want to look, the whole nine yards.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, because even when I first started the program, I was like, you know, I mean, I was already kind of going in like, all right, we're gonna just drop the weight, let's just go for it and see where it takes us,
Hmm.
and seeing all the weight drop, I'm like, dude, this is amazing. Getting into the program, I was already thinking like, all right, I would want to get down to 200.
Hmm.
I thought that was realistic, being starting at 231 pounds. But once hit 200 and just those couple pounds under 200, I was kind of like, shit, maybe I can hit 185.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not too far away. And seeing what I saw already, it's very doable.
100%, man, 100%. And plus, we're building muscle too, right? And as
Yes,
we do that, we're going to look even better. That's what I always say. I guess when they haven't seen, obviously, they've failed before in the past and they haven't seen the progress they've won in the past. It's really hard for, so many other people to kind of push for another goal or a bigger goal just because they're kind of afraid to fail, right? So it's like, I'm
yeah,
not going to put that goal anymore just because, again, I might not even hit it. And that's going to be like sad for me if I don't hit it. So, now that we've hit this goal, you're like, okay, like 200 actually did that pretty good. Let me actually hit this next one, right?
yeah.
And you're gonna be, just hitting new goals, and until you can see what you've actually achieved. And so for you, man, like if I was to ask you if there was like a loved one or a friend that was kind of on the fence about the program or about like making that life change for themselves, that goal for themselves, right? What would you tell that person if they're kind of like on the fence about the program and wanting to make that change as well?
I would definitely tell them that they should go ahead and just do it. I mean, it's a big investment for yourself in the long run
Mhm.
to just learn proper nutrition, what to eat, and then especially if you think you're just a regular gym goer, it still doesn't hurt to get in there and learn something new. I
Mhm.
mean, just because you're a gym goer, you're not an expert. I
Mhm.
mean, someone's going to know something more than you. So just do it. I mean, it's going to be super beneficial, and it's going to carry you through life just for the long run.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's like something that you can't really put a price tag on, especially your health, right? So
Yeah,
you
right.
have, yeah, you have everything else, but at the end of the day, like when you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You don't have
Yeah,
family, you don't have anything else because again, like if you're in the hospital, like what are we really doing, right?
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, Manny, this was great, man. Like I said, I know, want to really get you on here when, we were messaging because I was
Mhm.
like, dude, like you've made a lot of progress. I don't think you give yourself enough credit because realistically, you can inspire a lot of people with just this transformation. And again, this is just the beginning. So, dude, super, super proud of proud of you. If there's
Thank you.
anything else that you'd want to say, you can say now. But yeah, man. Other than that, did you want to say anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, to anyone who does join the program and they're new at it, the group chat, if you need it, is really good motivation. I've told a couple people in there that you're gonna see other people that are far along the process than you are, and you just have to trust the process. You have to trust the coaches, and you just have to stick to the routine as much as you can. And because everyone's routine is going to be different from your own. So don't be discouraged by someone else who's made massive gains.
Mhm.
You'll get there. Be total transparent with your coaches. Let them know if you're struggling with something. If there's something about your nutrition, the diet plan, let them know. If you're having certain issues with the workout plan, let them know because they'll have substitute. They got an answer for you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Communication is everything, right? With any
Yeah.
relationship. I'm sure, you and your wife, same thing, right? Communication is everything, right?
Yeah.
It's like same thing with the coaches, right? It's like just understand that we're here to help, and that's what it comes down to. We physically
Yeah.
cannot help you if, again, you don't communicate. Other than that, dude, this was great. I'm so excited to see what the ripple effect of this might just be a short conversation for you, but you don't understand the ripple effect that, people might take action into really changing their lives because of this and because of what you're saying. So again, man, super, super proud of you. And yeah, let's
Thank you.
keep killing it, bro.